Hey guys, welcome to That Pedal Show. Dan here.
Mick here, hello. Hugeness, Daniel. Well, it's an exciting day, isn't it?
It is an exciting day. So, as many of you will know, certainly anyone that follows our Instagram feed will know, I have recently acquired this. It's a 1952 Blackguard. It's a custom shop, Heavy Relic. And, I mean, it's amazing.
It's lovely. Light as a feather.
So
anyway, we'll get
interestingly, because I've played a bunch, looking for one of these for a long time, and I've played a bunch, and I've always steered away from the Relic stuff. You know, this when I bought this, this is my original. This is red, which is a '63 model, but again, Fender Custom Shop. Now this was brand new. They called it NOS Closet Classic.
New old stock.
New old stock. So all the wear on this is real. This is sort of from the many hundreds and hundreds of gigs I've done with this over the years.
Hang on. NOS and Closet Classic are two different things. NOS is new old stock, which is as if it were found new.
Right.
And it was old.
Right.
Closet Classic is if it was really well looked after and kept all those years.
Okay. This is an NOS then.
Okay, so that was
NOS. It was
pristine new guitar.
Absolutely pristine.
Yeah, and look what you've done to it.
Look what I've done.
You can't have anything nice.
No. No. Now, I've played a bunch of the 52s, the Custom Shop 52s, and it's like, yeah, you know, really nice. And I knew there's going to be one out there for me. And then our friend Neil at Fender, who we're going to go and see soon, let me know that they had this at the Artist Showroom in London, and he sent me pictures of it, and I thought, actually, it looks really great. But when I played it, I believe there's something about the relicing process they do to that guitar that actually changes the way it sounds.
Oh, I can tell you all about that.
Okay, please, because I'm fascinated.
Yeah.
But it sounds amazing, but it sounds like an old guitar.
Well, okay, so we're making this video because as soon as Dan posted a picture of this guitar, everyone said, hey, can we hear it next to Red, which of course is the Tele that appears on That Pedal Show most frequently and is a spectacularly individual sounding guitar. Mm-hmm. So let's get into it.
Yeah. And now you know more about this than me.
Well,
right?
all I can tell you is that if you take all the finish off and make it really thin and make more wood exposed, regardless of what you do to the wood before that, the thing's breathing more, and not only that, you're feeling it like it's a used guitar, and therefore your brain is already making a connection. Like when I got my Strat was pretty much new when I got that as well, and it's horrible. It's sticky. It doesn't feel right. Yep. It's like kind of plinky plonky. You're a bit scared of it, and then so this just feels like a guitar that you played forever.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, you know, they are a bit more careful about the stuff the woods they select in the custom shop and all of that. But, you know, I don't know if we want to go into that because it's just...
Well, so, fundamentally, then, the difference between this guitar and this guitar wood-wise. So...
Okay, so everything is different about these two Teles.
Yep.
These two Teles are pillars of Fender history.
Okay.
For anyone who doesn't know, rewind, 1950, the solid body electric guitar hits mass production for the first time, or at least production, wasn't really mass production then. And this is credited as being the first ever proper production solid body guitar. Ash body.
Right.
Maple neck.
Mm-hmm.
A few other things which we'll go into in a minute, but designed to be easy to make. All the rest of it. That's why Fender came up with it.
Right.
Fast forward to 63.
Mm-hmm.
Some interesting changes that happened by 1963 in Fender. Bear in mind we're talking about 13 years of guitar development, which from 1950 to 1963 may as well have been 10 light years. I mean, light years is distance, not time. But it may as well have been 50 years because it was just hammering at that point. So key differences: ash body, older body.
Right.
Bolt on maple neck with the fingerboard as the same piece of wood as the neck.
Okay. Yep.
Bolt on maple neck with a rosewood cap fingerboard. Now, what's interesting about that is, don't know if Simon can get in on that. You'll see that the fingerboard is round laminated like that.
As opposed to a slab board that would be flat. right?
Yeah. So that junction where the fingerboard joins the neck there would be flat, and it was. You can head onto Wikipedia to find out why they did that, but they had a machine that did it, and they thought it would. It does change the sound of the guitar.
Right.
So pretty much, even though they are Fender Telecasters. Oh, let's keep going. Brass bridge saddles.
Mm-hmm.
Stainless steel bridge saddles.
Originally, the saddles on this were that screw thing, and which to me is still the best sounding saddles I've ever had on this guitar. But I broke a string every song. Just couldn't possibly play with them live.
But they were stainless steel. Are they titanium or are they stainless steel?
Titanium.
Oh, they're titanium. Okay, so we're in a slightly different territory there. Staggered pole, beveled magnet pickup.
Mm-hmm.
Flat pole, early 50s style pickup.
Yep.
Neck pickups we won't worry too much about. This is a remake of the one that was in there, right?
Mm-hmm. That's right. No, Don Mare. It is a... Yes, it's Don Mare.
Don Mare Super Sport.
Don Mare Super Sport.
So really, in Tele terms, they're very different. Different bodywoods, different pickups, different fingerboard, different neck shapes. So how different are they going to be?
Exactly. Exactly, because there's still low-wind, vintage output pickups.
Yeah.
You know, so we can have exactly the same strings on each guitar. And we're going to get some sounds up going through the same pedals. So I'm fascinated for this. So I've been playing this for like the last week, and I love it.
We'll keep swapping guitars so that we just see what happens. I'm interested too.
Okay, right. So first of all, the two amps we're using today, we've got the Marshall, which is every time we plug that amp in, it's all right, and the Fender. Sorry, the Fender Super Reverb, I should say. Already, it's fascinating.
Everything that I've observed about that guitar over the last 2.5 years are ringing true at this very moment.
Okay, so right. First up, we have Sunface.
Sorry. I'm trying to play the same stuff you play and getting lost quite quickly.
Okay, so immediately it sounds as this has more beef.
I think that is the loudest. Hang on. Of all the guitars that we have, taking aside things like crazy high output, active pickups, all of that, like normal, the kind of guitars we like, vintage style guitars, I've never ever heard a guitar like that before.
It is special.
That just seems to put out frequencies in the way that it does.
Right.
So what we're hearing immediately then is that one's got a bit more push than this one, yeah?
Right, yep.
For a straight, for that kind of sound. I'm just going to make sure we haven't got any preamps or anything turned on here.
No.
No, we don't. Can we just try some cleanish sounds with both amps on?
Yes.
Just to get a measure of the unsullied sound of the guitars.
Okay.
But any major chord. We might be wavering a little bit tuning wise. We'll fix that as we go, hopefully. Fascinating. It's just fascinating.
So I'm hearing a difference. This seems to have a bit more lower mids in it, but that seems to be brighter. Am I?
Well, I don't know. I'm hearing more brightness out of that.
Really?
From where I'm stood.
Maybe it's just because I'm hearing a difference in mid-range in that one.
It's hard to tell, isn't it? Because if the whole thing is louder, then your perception of frequency response is all skewed anyway.
Yeah, right.
Because you're hearing... Yeah. There's some science behind that somewhere. So give me some open chords.
All right. Delay and verb.
Can't resist. It seems twangier to me.
Yeah.
It's twangier, but it doesn't have more treble, and I don't know how to explain that.
Yes.
So is it a mid-range thing?
I don't know what that is, but there's a thing that's happening in an upper frequency somewhere because it's a thing that I've heard 1,000 times.
Right. What they say about ash bodies is they're spankier.
Right.
They've got more of a hollow mid. So just turn some of that stuff off.
It's crazy.
How many dB is that?
It's nuts.
Simon's over there and he's going... Let's see. Let's just make sure it isn't you in your Superman hands. All the things that I thought it would be brighter, zingier, snappier. We're going to have a look at what this pickup is.
Okay. Because
every time people say, what's this pickup? And you go, oh, it's a standard one that came in there.
It is.
It is.
Absolutely.
I want to know what that is. And you reckon it's 7.2K.
Mm-hmm. Well, but you can hear the top end in it. If it was any more than that, it'd be loud but dull. And you can hear it bright.
Well, I wonder, do you know what the reading on that one is?
I don't know.
It's in the case, is it?
No, I don't know what the reading on this one is.
Because I found so that's a 51 style
51
flat
Nocaster flat pole.
Because I found that the earlier you go, like when you get 5150, the really early ones were quite overwound. Because remember, it was a development of a pickup that was in a lap steel.
Okay.
So, which tended to be more overwound. So I wonder if that one is a little bit more overwound.
Simon, can I have your Leatherman?
Oh, we're not going to start taking things apart, are you?
No. I just want to. I'm going to raise this up a little bit.
Oh yeah, okay. So at the moment, that's really interesting because It's probably less than 1 millimetre away from the top string.
All right.
About 1 millimetre, I would say.
Let's see if I can.
You raise me up higher than a beagle. You raise me up. That's even things up a bit.
Yeah, that's better.
That's even things up a bit. Okay, there's a lesson in pickup height then. For the detail obsessives among you, it went from lower to higher.
Whenever I hear the name Leatherman, it reminds me of this guy. Sorry.
You totally missed my gag.
Say it again.
A German you met on holiday?
No. When I was a kid at the Gold Coast, there was this guy, this old guy who used to sell. He had a compressed air kit, and people would go along to him, and it's like baby oil and the stuff, and he'd spray them with coconut oil.
Oh, nice.
Right? And he'd been there on the beach selling the stuff for like 50 years, and he'd coconut oil his stuff every day, and he was just a walking leather shape of a human. Right? So whenever I hear Leatherman, I think of him.
Oh, nice.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
I hope he's doing okay. Right, so yeah, again, for the detail obsessives, I can't even see, my eyes aren't that good. Probably about 1.5 millimetres, something like that, maybe 2 millimetres.
Yeah.
If that's roughly, I have no idea in inches. So, okay, let's get some schwang-a-lang on then, and see where we are, because that has evened things up, hasn't it?
Yes.
Quite considerably, I would say.
Yes. Right. Let's go fuzzy. So yes, NKT, Germanium fuzz face.
These are not the right licks to be playing with that blooming sound. Right, move on.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah. So
D&M Drive, come on. Pitch harmonics weren't a big thing of my youth, as you can see.
okay. Let me add a little bit of verb on there.
play stuff I can't play, man.
You're better at not playing it than I am. Okay.
Awesome. You're better at not playing it than I am. That's awesome.
That's you.
That's me. Were you on the neck pickup the last time?
I think when I was up high I was.
See, that's completely null and void, that last comparison.
Okay, do it again.
You've got to let me know, man.
Sorry, dude.
Right, I want to check out some kind of, you know... Play me some nice chords, Dan. It rings in a just in a different way.
I'm fascinated, right? Because you've ever heard Ted Green play?
Yeah.
Right.
Funnily enough, he came up on my. This is how cool I am. He came up on my Apple iTunes suggested listening the other day.
And I used to listen to him, you know, as much as I could bear to, because he would make me cry. You know, just his playing is astonishing, and the sound that he got out of that neck pickup on this Tele, like this.
Well, there you go then.
And
neck pickup.
Neck pickup.
Are you sure that you played the first thing? Because this is in the neck pickup position. No, you're in the middle. Did you do the same thing? Oh, damn it.
I'm sure it was. I was on neck then, wasn't I? Wasn't I? There's a mid-range that this has got that doesn't have.
That's what they say about Alder and Ash, isn't it?
Right.
And I know there are other differences.
But there is something about that guitar that for certain things I couldn't get on this.
If it was me, I would be more comfortable with this sound than that sound personally, because that guitar is too much for me.
Right.
I can't play that guitar because it's just got too much of everything. It's so present, it's so bassy, it's just because I'm used to. In fact, let's put this in context. Are you still plugged in?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna, for context, very quickly, just demonstrate the colossal difference between that Tele and this Strat, which will put what I've just said into context. So if you can just hit me a open E chord loud on the bridge pickup.
The bridge pickup. It's nuts.
So to put what I just said in context, when I add 2-rock, clon,
Yep.
100 watts,
Yeah.
and gig volume
Yep.
to that, and play loud, it would just be. Whereas this comes to life in that environment.
Yes.
And the reason I'm saying that is because I think you would get a little bit of that with this,
Right.
because it's nowhere near. I mean, let's just do that again, just for the interesting, to make it interesting.
And this is with the pickup raised up as well.
Yep.
Yep. So.
So it's much more than the Strat, but
Yeah.
it's still
Not this.
yeah. And I think
yeah.
when you add gain and all that, and loads of volume, for me this is where these guitars really come to life. I mean, I think it's Fender's most popular. Certainly, the regular 52 reissue, or whatever it's called now, American Vintage, is Fender's most popular guitar in Teles, and it just does that rock thing.
Yeah.
Did we have the D&M Drive on both sides? We did do that, didn't we?
We did.
Okay. Well,
It's fascinating.
it is fascinating.
It is, and I'm delighted. Look, this is, this is Red, still #1, and this is the guitar that for whatever reason, it rings and is loud, and it will still be #1. But that is a sound I've wanted to have for the longest time, and especially the cleans on the neck of that. I just find it extraordinary. So I feel very lucky.
There you go. What are we going to call it? Yella?
Let's call it.
To be continued.
I had a name for it. What did I call it? Splangy.
I think that's going to stick.
Okay, yeah, tell us your suggestions, guys. But yes, I am delighted. And it weighs nothing.
It does weigh nothing.
All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please go and check out our preferred retailers. Links in the comment section below. And also, why not head to that pedal show store and check out the lovely garments that we have. We have...
Snow shovels.
Snow shovels. It was snowing today. It was amazing. Yeah. Yes. Massive thank you to our patrons and patrons as well. Thank you so much, guys. Brilliant.
So we'll be seeing a lot more of that then over coming weeks and months.
We will indeed. I'm delighted.
Nice.
Cheers. All right, guys. Thanks so much. See you later. Bye.